be training to gain and eat to my fiber. You been staying alive, well, I'll be staying alive. Watch where you sit when I spit my saliva like, ooh, you never seen the cockatoo? Rocking and shocking and dropping and popping and locking too.
Hi, welcome to What the Flick, everybody. I'm Matt Atchity. This is Christy Lemire. We are talking Rio 2.
Rio 2, the sequel to Rio. My kid sees the signs all over town and says, Mommy, what's Rio 2? It's a sequel to Rio. So this time, the Jesse Eisenberg and Anne Hathaway birds have gotten married. Are they married?
I don't know. Are they living in Birdson?
Situation in Birdson. They have 3 little baby birds now. They're living in domestic bliss where they make pancakes and watch television. Sounds pretty good to me. But they see on the television one day that more of their blue bird flock exist in the Amazon. So they go back to the Amazon to go find them and commune with them. But various bad guys are on their tail. Like really a lot of bad guys. Take a look.
If you try to keep me down, I'll just come back stronger. You try to cut me short, I'll just come back longer. If you beat me at ping pong, I'll just play ping ponga. I will survive. I will survive.
So much going on in this movie, and yet nothing. Like there's no story.
Right, there's a bunch of stories that all seem kind of half-baked, but not really enough to sustain a full feature film. And so really, I found myself spending a lot of times in between the musical numbers, like waiting for the next one to start.
Right, those are the best parts. They're beautiful, and like the colors are wondrous, and the energy is great, and the music is fun, and then they end.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, all right, can we just get to the next song? Like this movie would have been better if it was just a collection of birds dancing.
Right, if it was like a bunch of YouTube clips of just birds singing and dancing, just like the Jermaine Clement bird doing Hamlet.
Right.
Like that alone.
Yeah.
When he's gone, it's like dead. It's boring and dead.
Yeah, I mean the audition scene is a little bit fun. There's one thing with the 2 little birds that are Jamie Foxx and I can't remember who the other one is. Auditioning. will.i.am. They're auditioning for the carnival and they're auditioning new acts from the rainforest, and some of those gags are kind of funny.
It's a montage.
You know, the 2 turtles doing
Capoeira.
Capoeira.
That is the best. You and I were singing together. We laughed our asses off at the turtles doing capoeira.
Later.
It's very cute. But again, it's an individual thing, right?
Right.
So as a story, and again, we talk about so much about the difference between Pixar and other kinds of animated franchises and studios and whatever, you really see the lack of story here because you have so much going on, so many strands of people who are after these birds for whatever reason, whether they're trying to save them, whether they're trying to kill them, and yet it just feels empty. And there's no tension. It doesn't move you. I mean, did you care at any point about these birds' survival?
No.
Yes?
No, not really.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's not even really that funny. Like there's a few chuckles here and there, but not consistently. I mean, I guess, again, the most interesting thing is the music, and partly because Sergio Mendes consults on it. And so really, if you've ever wondered, can you do a movie just with Sergio Mendes music?
It can be done.
It kind of can be done, sort of, but you're going to be lacking a story. I was kind of disappointed. I think younger kids like Nicholas are going to love this because it's pretty and it's got lots of colors and stuff. But I know that my 10-year-old would be kind of bored with this.
Totally, right. I mean, Nick didn't even love it. Like, Nick asked me questions about it, like, tell me about the little baby birds, or what's mommy bird's name? But he doesn't love it the way he loves Despicable Me 2, where he's obsessed with it and wants to see Minion clips on YouTube every morning.
Right. This is a movie that's forgettable, right? I mean, in 3 or 4 weeks, we're not going to be thinking about this at all. And you and I talked last night about the rare treat that we see a movie that gets us thinking about things a lot. This is a movie that it's a Twinkie. Like once you're done with it, like you're done with it.
It will outlast the nuclear holocaust.
Yeah.
We'll forget about it.
There's nothing particularly memorable here. At least the first one had some good musical numbers. The first one I think is more memorable. The first one's a solid film, but this one is just
mailing it in again.
Yeah.
And Jesse Eisenberg is always Jesse Eisenberg. Anne Hathaway is always Anne Hathaway, kind of plucky and nerdy and
nobody really brings anything unique to. I mean, you could replace the voice cast in this movie across the board with completely new cast members, and no one would know the difference.
Make a difference. Yeah, I do like the preening Jermaine Clement evil cockatiel Nigel. Now he can't fly.
Right.
So, but as we were talking about last night with Alonzo and Dave, there's the whole thread of like, okay, is evil equal gay? Because he's like effeminate
and gay panic in there.
And yes, so he's a bad guy because he can recite Hamlet. I don't know. What's your number?
I'm going to give this like a 3.5.
Oh, really? That low?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine for the kids, but you'd be better off just like dropping the kids off and going to see something else.
Yeah, take your kids to go see Island of Lemurs, Madagascar. In IMAX 3D instead, or Bears, right? You've seen Bears already.
I've seen Bears. Or stay home and watch Rio and save yourself a bunch of money.
Yeah, so 3.5 for you. I'll say a 4, so that's 3.8.
3.8.
Yeah.
But the extra money that you would spend for watching this in 3D, I just don't think it's worth it.
That's true. It's in 3D. I forgot about that. And actually, Nick didn't even wear the glasses most of the time. He just takes them off. I'm like, you can't see. He's like, I don't care. He didn't like it. Right. All right. So the 3.8 for us.
Yeah, it's in the high 50s, low 60s in the tomato meter. I think it's going to drop, but right now it's right. It's dancing right around the dividing line between fresh and rotten.
Okay. Bye.